Hi, welcome to Baking with Jay plus Dan.
I'm Jay.
I'm Dan, and today we're making bacon brownie bites.
Yes, for all you sweet and savory lovers out there, this one's for you.
So remember to leave comments below, make sure you share with your friends, and click that subscribe button.
All right, so let's get started. In a large mixing bowl, you want to have 14 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I like to melt it over a double boiler, but you can also do it in the microwave. So make sure it's nice and melted. And to that, you're going to add 1/3 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. So just keep mixing that in until it starts to melt. It'll happen pretty quickly. So our chocolate chips are fully melted into our butter.
And it's time to add some sugar. We're going to sweeten it up with 1 1/4 cups of white sugar. Just stream that in. You let the sugar dissolve in the chocolate and butter.
So the sugar is finished incorporating into the butter and that yummy chocolate. It's time to add our next 2 ingredients. 2 teaspoons of strong coffee. Make sure it's espresso or just something really dark and strong. It'll balance nicely with the chocolate and the cocoa powder, give it a nice flavor, along with 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract.
And next we have 3 large eggs at room temperature, slightly beaten. So as we stream them in, we won't have to scramble the eggs or deal with them so much in the bowl. I think I've got the easier task here.
Gives you a good workout.
So stream this in to the point where there are no more streaks in the batter. And the last of the wet ingredients, we have 1/3 cup of sour cream, also room temperature. Plop that in. And again, just looking for that to fully incorporate. Let me hit that whisk.
Okay, so now this is mixed in nicely. You can see the streaks are gone. It's time to move on to the dry ingredients.
Okay, for the dry, we have a combination of all-purpose flour and dark cocoa powder. It's 1/2 cup of each. And we have just a pinch of salt in here, a 1/4 teaspoon salt. I want to reserve about a tablespoon of the dry ingredient just to dust over our bacon. Oh, we'll get to that in a second. So we'll whisk together cocoa powder and flour, salt, and then slowly stream that in. So at this stage, just whisk enough to bring everything together and eliminate any clumps, but you don't want to overwork your flour.
So our mixture is nicely incorporated. Now what we like to do is chill this in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes so the batter has a chance to settle, and then we'll be right back to show you how to put it in the pan. So our batter is finished resting. It's out of the refrigerator. I'm going to give it a quick stir. And then you just want to pour half of it into your brownie pan.
The pan is a 9 by 9. We lined it with aluminum foil and then light coating of butter.
All right, so that's half the batter in there, and you just gently take a spatula or a spoon and spread it around to the corners. I'm just finishing getting the batter into the corners of the pan.
And it's time for the star ingredient. This is a 12-ounce package of thick cut bacon. We pop that in the oven. You can throw it on a cookie sheet, bake it off until it's really nice and crispy.
Now you want to make sure it cools completely. And then we like to cut it up to 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch. The size doesn't have to be exact, just as long as you're bite size.
Yeah, we have some good chunks there. And then that dusting of cocoa powder and flour, that's going to help keep it from just plunging to the bottom of the pan. So I'm sprinkling it over this layer, just working it evenly across the batter. Throw in about half your bacon.
And then I'm going to finish it off with the remaining half of the brownie batter. So just try to spread that evenly so that the bacon bits that just put in is nicely covered.
So we'll go with the rest of the bacon. I'm going to go in by hand now and just toss it over. I love it. It gives it a nice texture.
So make sure you preheat your oven to 325 degrees. And this usually bakes between 30 to 35 minutes, or so you put a cake tester in and it comes out clean. All right, now it's time to dive into these decadent bites.
Look at this little brownie bite. We just took the 3-inch square and cut it into quarters because of the bacon and the chocolate. Oh.
I know it sounds unusual, but somehow the bacon and the chocolate and the coffee works perfectly.
You get the texture of that soft brownie. It does have that little brownie crust on top, and then every so often you get that bite of bacon gold. So thanks for watching this episode of Baking with J plus Dan.
Please remember to subscribe, share, like, and
don't forget, ring the bell.